What's up, y'all? It's your boy Cheating Gaming Guy. Thank you for checking out the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow all my pages. Links are in the bottom. Thanks for supporting, and let's get to it. Well, I never thought I'd see the day. The day that I gave up Call of Duty for good. It's tough, man. I've been rocking with Call of Duty since its inception. You know, the original Modern Warfare 2 was probably my favorite game ever. It's definitely my top 10 games, definitely one of the best shooters. But this one is just a letdown to the legacy. I just, to be fair, I didn't try the campaign because I've heard all the terrible things about it, and I haven't played a Call of Duty campaign since like Cold War or Ghost or something far back then. And to be fair, didn't try the zombies. I don't need a zombies game that's like Warzone. I want my zombies to be round based. I want it to be like the old school, like run for your life, get your power ups, do what you're supposed to do. I don't need a big map. I just need a good map. And then that brings me to the multiplayer. I can't. It's not even the wall running. It's not that kind of stuff. Although that kind of stuff can be annoying. They had that in one of the other Black Ops iterations where you were literally like running across the wall. This one just seems to be more of a wall jump, but it just isn't good. Mechanically, this game is not great. On top of it just not being mechanically great, it just is a reskin of 6. I play Call of Duty 6 every week. I go to my brother's house and we just kind of take turns like rotating on the stick and just kind of move it. Pause, 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 pause. We take turns playing the game um, and just having a good time. And that game is a lot of fun. And then there's aspects of this game that you can feel that that's still there, but it's worse. Whatever they did to try to make this game unique has made it uniquely awful. I'll be the first to say that obviously any new Call of Duty you're gonna have some rust. I spent about 5 to 6 hours in the multiplayer, really just trying to grind out and do my thing. But this one I just couldn't get past it. I usually feel like a really big level of excitement in the first few hours of a Call of Duty game of like, oh yeah, it's gun bucking time. And this one just never brought that for me. It's fine for some aspects of it. It's still that good feel when you get a kill, but this one just doesn't do it. On top of what really just isn't that great about kind of that same continuation of stuff, a lot of the guns feel the same, right? Like everything just feels like a reskin. And I'm also tired of Call of Duty just giving us the same old maps. There's only a couple of new maps on this one that feel like they're unique and original to Call of Duty, but they keep giving us maps that we've known and we love, right? Like we obviously love those maps and know what they're doing, and feels good to play those again and see them upgraded and updated graphics, but at some point you expect more. For the price point of this game, I just can't condone or support people buying it, and that honestly breaks my heart because I'm definitely the one to tell all my friends and family like, hey, let's get Call of Duty, let's jump on, let's shoot faces, like let's just do what we do, right? And this one I can't say with the shadow of a doubt that it's worth it. I will say one of the positives, or maybe the one positive that I have about this, was when you choose your perks, right? There's now the ability to mix and match when you have a couple of the, green, a couple blue, a couple red, like that kind of let it mix and match to give you a certain specialist. And I think that's a really cool idea. I think it's definitely something that can be continued to have in future Call of Duty games. But to be honest, I don't know if I'll pick up another Call of Duty game. It's going to take a lot of convincing for me to pick up another Call of Duty game after my feel for this one. I love Call of Duty multiplayer more than I can say in most times. I prestige, 10 plus times. I play for hours on end. When I'm bored and just want something quick to play, this is what I throw on. And I just can't do it for this one. So I bought Battlefield 6. And it is actually an incredible game. And I'll give my first takes and I'll have my playthrough up here in a couple days after this video. But I actually am really having a lot of fun with Battlefield. It's the first time I've ever played a Battlefield in my life. Like that's how diehard Call of Duty I was. Like I just remember one of my roommates in college was playing Battlefield, and I was just talking about how ass the game looked and blah blah blah. And I don't have that same feeling anymore. Call of Duty has pushed me to playing another game. I just wish that this one was better. So if you're watching this, I definitely do not recommend this game for any reason. I don't care if it's on sale. To be honest, I at this point I would even play it if it was free. I actually tried to get my money back. The refund, PlayStation wouldn't let it happen, which is fine. I just saw other people doing it, so I was like, shoot, if I can get my money back from this game, I happily will. It just is that bad to me. I can't think of the last time I've even like ever thought of trying to get a refund for a game. But this Call of Duty has brought me to that point. So highly recommend staying away from this game. If you enjoy shooters, uh, you know, Battlefield 6 is a great one. Borderlands, if you're into the PvE type of stuff. I heard Arc Raiders is amazing. Haven't got into that one yet, but I've heard that a lot of good things about that. But for a season of shooters, this is not the one. This one has nothing great to offer, and honestly, I don't feel super bad saying that. It's really disappointing and really heartbreaking to know that this is where the Call of Duty franchise has gone. They've tried to be popular with the skins, with the family, American Dad, and Beavis and Butthead. They tried to do what was popular instead of what was good. And so by trying to be popular, they've turned into something terrible, right? Like I feel like a lot of the things we see now, and maybe that's just the old head in me talking about things being popular and being annoying, but this just feels like a popular game versus a good game. And I know that sales would say differently, but they've definitely used their name to try to make this game something, and it just isn't. So if you've watched, I appreciate you guys checking out my gripes and my remorse. Yeah, I definitely do not recommend this game at all. There's so many better shooters, so much better ways to spend your money. If you got kids, don't buy them this game for Christmas. Get them something else. Whatever you do, I genuinely feel kind of bad saying this because I've never actually made a review about a game, nor have I really had such disdain for a game. But I can say with full honesty that this game is that for me. I just don't have it in this game. So thank you guys. It's your boy Sheena Gaming Guy. Until next time.